It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon here, about the middle of May in Kentucky. Headed down to my little boat. I'm going out and see if we can catch a few fish. Get some poles rigged up with what I think will work. My little tackle box. And of course my Diet Mountain Dew. Never leave home without it. Well, let's try this and see what happens. Once again, I'm using this little foot pedal. It's called Bigfoot, and it's hooked to the trolling motor to allow for hands-free. It seems to be working pretty good. I still haven't tidied the wires up, but I plan to. And start off with this little white rat running up there along those moss. Thing about fishing topwater is people want to jerk when they see the strike. As hard as it is, you need to wait till you actually feel the tug of the fish on the bait to ensure he's got it in his mouth. You lose a lot of fish if you jerk when you see the strike. I was hoping to get a strike there to emphasize my point, but it didn't work. There we go. Oh, little thing, spit it out. Barely had it in his mouth. Probably didn't even feel the hook. I just love fishing topwater. People say you need to do it in the morning, you need to do it right before sunset, but I'll do it any chance I get, and that's proof right there. Right there, he come up after it twice. Granted, he's not a monster bass or anything, but just shows you how aggressive these things can be. Cool. Ah, missed him. Nice bust up there. Go back, try to get back over there. Yeah, somewhere in that neighborhood anyway. Well, fish must have changed his mind, didn't he? He had it underwater, but I never felt him. Followed it to the boat. That's why I say you always fish it to the boat. I didn't do it that time, but dadgummit. Still using this little rat. Something come up. Where the big girl's at? There's very little wind blowing. The sun's out pretty full, so it's not a real favorable day to fish, but my thinking is fish when you get the chance. You put the lure in front of that bass's mouth, he's going to hit it. You don't care what time of day it is. A fish did come up and get it, but he's got me wrapped around that dock. So the fish is long gone, but we'll see. I'm going to hit right at the boat. Big old bluegill, good Lord. The size of that thing. Good God. That is a monster. Man. Take a photograph of him after I see how big he is. He's just shy of 11. But he's a big one. I'm gonna let him go, but I'm gonna take a picture of him real quick for Facebook. page. Improve his length. Goodbye, big bluegill. Good Lord. Woo! I love eating bluegill and keeping them, but something that size, I feel like I ought to let it go and let it live. It's probably hybrid, so it probably didn't breed anyway, but little bass. Ah. Have more trouble hooking bass with these little bitty tiny hooks, but I still keep using them. I got this little rattle trap type bait. I'm gonna give it a few casts. The water's pretty shallow up here, so I'm gonna have to run it real quick and shallow. But bigger the bait, the bigger the fish, right? Big old grass carp right there. Huge. They kind of control the algae a little bit in this lake. They're not doing a very good job this year. Big snapping turtle on the log over here just going in. Huge up there sunning. Alright, I'm switching over to what I call Kentucky rig. Nothing but a swivel with about a foot of leader on it, and just a regular worm hook and a finesse worm, Texas rigged. Incredible action. There we go. Feels like a pretty good one. Stay down, stay down. Yeah, not as good as I hoped, but not too shabby. Oh, barely, Kiefer. Can you jump for me? Nope. Fix my frog, or my rat. I keep calling it a frog, and I'll go back at them. They seem to be right up on the bank. The few that I've called anyway. I'm going to attempt to skip that rat underneath that dock. The rat has lost his tail. I got this little crankbait back on since my rat failed me. I'm gonna fish it back down to the dam anyway. Run along the edge of these weeds, maybe I can entice the bass to come out of the hiding. I'll be able to fish it like a topwater. Well, it worked that time. Alright, I'm gonna run down the dam here with this, still using this crankbait. Seems to be working pretty good. Probably shouldn't have bragged on it. Notice I give it a little twitch every now and then, just to make the bait flutter a little bit and give it more flash. Fish might think it's an injured minnow or something. There's something. Probably a little bass. Very little bass. Glad he got off, didn't have to pull it. There we go. He's decent. I better get the pliers for this one. Hey, he's probably keeper size. I say he because they're probably male bass. Female tend to be a lot bigger. Yeah, he's barely. There's a lot of little bluegill out there. And if I was a big old fat hungry bass, I'd be hiding and I'd be lurking up in them weeds up there, waiting for a bluegill to get close enough for me to snatch. And even though my rat's broken, I'm gonna run it over top that moss, see what happens. Got one to come up. We chased it out there. All right, last cast, unless it's productive. I lied. Last cast is like just one more beer. We know that's a lie.